Hi all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you today talking about Mandra, which is a free and open source browser based security framework. So we will be releasing the first public beta release of it over here in ClubHack. And before getting into the project and all the stuff, let me talk about some history. Back in 1994 to 95, we had Netscape Navigator as the prime browser. So in that time, whenever someone says internet, the first thing coming to our mind was Netscape Navigator. It was so popular browser, and then Microsoft started pushing their own browser, Internet Explorer, and they provided it for free with their operating system. Now, after that, Opera has came, and even though it was a paid software, it was a very good piece of software that everyone got addicted to. After that, the free and open source product Firefox came, and Mozilla Firefox is still one of the best browser available out there today for the masses. Then, of course, Google pushed their own browser, Google Chrome, and according to them, it is one of the best browser designed for modern world. And today on ClubHack, we have Mandra, which is a hacker's browser. And now it doesn't mean that it's going to be a replacement for your normal browser, but for hacking and penetration testing, it's going to be a hacker's browser. So, talking about Mandra, we will discuss the basic W5HL, or what, where, when, why, who, and how-tos of Mandra. So, basically that will cover, or that will basically answer almost all the questions about Mandra, or basically it will cover everything about Mandra. So, what is Mandra? What is the use, and what Mandra is not? Mandra is a collection of hacking tools and add-ons. It has almost all the best available hacker add-ons built on top of a browser. So once you have a Mandra security toolkit with you, you have access to almost all the tools available out there on today that can aid you or help you in penetration testing attacks. So it's a security framework that can aid in exploit development. Every day, like in injector.com or exploit.db.com website, there are many exploits getting added to the website day by day. So if you know one vulnerability and want to develop an exploit based on it, and you don't know how to code in Python or Ruby or whatever it is, Mandra can be helpful to you, since it's going to make a fresh and user-friendly framework that can help you in making the expert development easy. So at least since work is still going on of this security framework, so as of now Mandra is just a security toolkit. It has built on top of browser. So one of the main advantages of making something based on browser is that you don't have to begin everything from the scratch. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I just started it off with customizing Mozilla Firefox, and I also have a plan to make something based on Google Chrome too. And it's cross-platform and flexible. So that means Mozilla and Google are developing Chrome and Firefox for almost all the popular operating system platforms, including Windows, Linux, Macintosh, BSDs and all. So this framework is going to work flawlessly in all these browsers with native support. You don't need any emulators or any other virtual environments for running this tool. And it's portable, it's light, and you can carry it in your memory card, flash drive, CD, DVD, etc., etc. And it's free and it's open source. That means you can download the source code at any point of time from our SourceForge website or Google website, and you can modify it, redistribute it. There are no license issues. We are going by this GNU GPL licensing. And what is the use? That is the first question I faced when talking about Mantra. Okay, thank you.
We are comparing the product. And apart from that, I said many extensions are going unnoticed. Like many attacking tools are getting unnoticed just because of the fact that users now are not aware of it. So if you are integrating this type of extensions to a browser framework and distributing it, definitely the creators of the extensions will get recognition and they will come to know the inputs from the users. So naturally a good platform will get developed. So, and apart from that, security researchers should know the power of browser platform. They should know that they can use their browser for normal penetration testing attacks, and this is not just about Metasploit or anything. So when you'll be needing Mantra, so if you are into say, if you have a lot of time in your hand, then I will recommend you not to go for Mantra. You can take your time. Develop a tool like this yourself. You can just go through the source code, develop it again. So that you too can do. But what we are trying to do is that if you are trying to develop the same stuff, see here we are getting a good community support and we are putting a lot of man work into it. So if you are at a point of time you need a product that can do penetration testing, security assessment, and you don't have enough time in your hand to develop one tool yourself, then you can go for Mantra. So where you can find it? So our website is www.getmantra.com, and we are hosting the project on code.google.com and SourceForge.net, and you can download alpha versions as of now, and the beta version I'll be adding it to it soon. And we have a dedicated forum at our main website itself. It's getmantra.com/forums. And you can follow us on Twitter. You can get all the updates about releases, major plan changes and everything on twitter.com/getmantra. So, who all needs it and who all are behind it? So, if you are into auditing, penetration testing, vulnerability assessment, training, it's going to be beneficial for you. Say, suppose at a point of time you are in a place where you just have an access to PC and you don't have your favorite tools installed on your system, or you should not be able to do some reboot to run a matrix or backtracking that way. In that time, you can just use our portable version of Mantra and can perform almost all the three phases of attacks. And if you are into training, you can provide the students with a set of, we are making target websites too, like Metasploitable. So you can use Mantra to demonstrate some type of attacks to the students and to train them. So if you are a black hat, white hat, or even a gray hat, it's going to be beneficial for you. So who all are behind it? As of now, the core team is only 4 people. We all are, they are my colleagues and friends only. And hopefully after Club Hack, I'll be getting more developers in it. That's what I'm thinking. And for testers, we had a few people from my Matrix security community, including Dinesh, Prajwal, and Padu. Apart from that, I'm thankful to all these my Matrix security community guys and IRC guys for providing help and support to us. Then how you can contribute, and if you want to involve in this project, you can become a part of the community. You can join in our forums, IRC or whatever, and or SourceForge or code.google.com, and you can help us by answering others' questions or giving us suggestions. If you are a developer, hard coder, then you can code modify extensions, or you can help us coding our own framework. Or if you are a designer, you can design themes, artworks, etc. for our product, framework, or our website. So how it works looks, I'll show you a demo. For this demo, I have set up a target website over here. It's a server running over here, HTTP server, and I'm running it on a VMware. And let me launch Mantra. It's still in alpha, so it's not going to be stable. Okay. So this is Mantra. You have a sidebar over here. We have lots of extensions installed, and framework is still on progress. So I haven't integrated framework into product as of now. So in the next beta, you will be seeing a much more innovative graphical user interface and tools in it. So let me just connect to the website which I am running. So I have a target website over here. I developed it just for showing this demonstration, and we will just try to hack into this website by using Mantra, or how we can do that. So whenever we get a website, out of curiosity, what we will be doing is that we will be going to this login page and we will try some random passwords, or we'll try some SQL injection or something. So random passwords are not going to work here, since it's little bit long password. So it's not going to work. So let me, even if I am using some SQL injection codes over here, I'm copy pasting it over here and log in. It's not going to work. Actually, this form is validating my inputs. So let's go ahead and see what we can do about this form. So I have, you can see we have tools over here. Okay. I'm going to the tools and using Firebug. So this is integrated into the Mantra. So I'm just going to activate this inspect element. I'm just going to this form, and it's saying that okay, I just clicked on the form, and it is saying that it is showing that there is a form named login form, and it is actually checking, validating my inputs using JavaScript. So it's a client-side validation. I can easily bypass it using some tools which are part of Mantra. So let me go ahead and bypass this secure login page with Mantra. I'll be using leave HTTP headers, and let me try some random password and username, and I'm trying to log in, and you can see that in that packet username is this one and password is this one, so I can regenerate it. I'm replaying the packet, and I'm going to replace this username password with some SQL injection code, and I'm not going to talk about how SQL injection, basic SQL injection works and all that, that you have to find out from somewhere else. And those SQL injection codes I'm using, you can get it from Fera, Matrinova websites and all. SQL injection cheat sheets, you can Google for it. So let me try some SQL injection codes over here.
and I'm pressing on reply button. No, it's not giving any access. So